Filming? Okay. Alrighty, folks. It's taken us a little bit, but we're finally getting Carolyn. This is going to be her onion bed. We're going to go over there now and get a little bit of compost put in there. Then we're going to mix her up some dirt and fix this up here. We'll get that grass weed eated down here in just a little bit. But this is it. We had some scrap pieces of wood laying around. We'll put that in there, and then we'll get it covered up here with some compost and then mix in our soil. See you in just a minute. All right, if you can see here, folks, this is some of our compost we've made there, cleaning out the barns with the goats and everything. We're going to put a layer of it down, and then we're going to get the other dirt. But you can see we've got worms.
One just fell from the...
All righty, let's try to get it poured in. We're going to have to put some air in our tires here. No, this here's our backhoe. It's just getting some age on it now. Can't really do a whole lot with it, but it's still handy to have around on the farm. Okay. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna make a little bit of potting soil here. And I think I've went into this a little bit before. Kind of a little bit gun shy of going and buying potting soil right now. Most of it on the market is probably 100% fine. But for the past few years, some of the stuff has been getting a little bit of Grazon poisoning. People spray Grazon on their fields. It does great. It kills everything but the grass. But when your horse or cow eat the grass, it is passed on through their manure, and then that gets mixed into the compost, which in turn goes to your... There's a pretty big YouTuber. She ran into that last year. She had ordered a bunch of compost and potting soil for her farm, and the stuff will come up, then it'll just start withering and dying. Now, you know, it's probably all just a coincidence, but this is going on worldwide. And, you know, you could say a lot of people, well, they just didn't know how to grow anything. But it is farmers that has growed stuff, you know, their entire life. Sure, you may have a year or two, but that's just something to put out there. We're just trying to be a little bit extra safe and using peat moss and just making our own. Now what we're going to do, we'll add a little bit of blood meal to it. That'll give it a little bit more nitrogen, because this is basically going to be sterile when you start with it. And we're going to add a little bit of bone meal. And we're also going to add vermiculite and perlite to it. And we're just going to mix it up here. And we're going to put this in here for Carolyn's onions and Daniel's carrots. It'll create a nice, light, airy soil. Or a medium to grow in, you should say. And then also, we'll be making some more for, hopefully, Lord willing, our plants get up good. Hopefully they do. To put in the little solo cups. And that's what they'll be growing in for the time being there. But let's get started. We're just going to go ahead. I don't really know how much her thing here is going to take, and then Daniel's going to have him a little carrot bed there. We're going to use half a 55-gallon drum that we've cut in half, and that's where he's going to plant his carrots at. But we'll just make one whole bucket load here, and whatever we don't use, if we use it all, that's fine. If we don't, we'll put it underneath a blue tarp and we'll have it. Alrighty, open this here up. Get your little nose back, honey. Looks like I need to sharpen my knife up some. Yeah, the geese is back. We'll try to get some pictures there. The one family's got some babies. Close my knife up, don't need to get cut. All right. Alrighty, just gonna break this up here now. Like I said, it'd be nice to have one of them big blue Cookie Monster things there, like the Veggie Boys got. They just take a bale of this here and put it there, and it grinds it up, and then they just spray their water in there. But we're a little operation. Probably a old cement mixer would probably be good too. We'll just get it broke up here. I won't bore you here with watching this. We'll get to show you here the next step coming up. Alrighty folks, first off I'm going to wetten it down a little bit here. It'll take on quite a bit of moisture. Should show them the vermiculite here, and here's bags of vermiculite. Then take them over there and show them the perlite. Show them down here where they can read there. You can see there, adding the water to it, it's increasing in size there. It'll hold a lot of moisture. We've not added nothing to it yet. Then here in just a minute we'll start adding some of our other stuff to it. It really takes up the water. All right, Dan. Mix that up pretty good, and then we'll add some of our other stuff. Putting in some bone meal now. Yeah. Dixon's smelling the bone meal. No, little girl, you can't have that. As you can see, I'm not really measuring nothing out right now. Alrighty. Now, this here is some of the perlite we had left over. I'm just going to pour this in. Now, this down here, what we'll do, you hold it. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, let me get a coffee can, we'll throw in some vermiculite. Now folks, that perlite, it is extremely dusty. Try not to breathe in the dust. Now this that I just put in, it was actually a little damp. Now, we had bought this here. Oh, there Carolyn done breathed some in. She's coughing, folks. She's done got it. Alrighty, folks. Carolyn started coughing there right before that there. I was telling you, try not to breathe the perlite dust in. That I'd put in earlier, it was already a little damp, so it didn't really create a lot of dust. Alright, now I'm going to add a little bit of the blood meal. The bone meal was some we already had left over. I was going to use it up before I use this here. We can get the bag up without losing a bunch here. We're just going to add some of it. See it. Alrighty, now we're going to just water this down a little bit there. And then we'll mix it up again. We'll see what we got then. We'll go from there. We got some clots there a little bit. Now if we don't use it all, like I said, we've got a tarp over here, a piece of plastic or something. Throw that away, Dan. If we don't use it all, we'll put it out here for underneath the blue tarp. Okay, now let's mix this up and we'll see what we got then. Folks, those wasn't full bags. Those was stuff left over from last year. We've not even opened up that one bag there yet. We'll need to get some more to have on hand. Now, throw in a little bit more of this blood meal. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to take these bags before the rain gets here, set them up here in the barn. Better lock this blood meal up and bone meal up so varmints don't get in and get to it. Be right back, folks.
This one, it ain't going to be a regular wicking tub, but we're just drilling holes in the bottom where when it rains, or any water comes, it'll be able to drain out.
Alrighty, folks. Carolyn's over here watering this here. This is the one Daniel just made. Now, we have got peat moss in the bottom, and we got some potting mix that we had. We put it in the top. Now we're going to let it get good and soaked. We're not going to plant no carrots or anything today. But what we're going to do, you can see it's a holding water right now. Until that peat moss and all gets damp, it's hard for it to suck water in. But what we done for that there, just take the hoe, we go down like that there, give the water a chance to go down, and then tomorrow evening we'll check on it there. Here you go, Shug. Carolyn's been helping us, she just don't get on the camera much. She's camera shy.
Yep.
Now what we'll do next, this here was some Daddy Pete's potting mix that we had, and you can see it's got a little bit of bark and stuff in there. Really ain't ideal for carrots, but what we're going to do on top, we're going to put once it gets mixed up too, we may turn this over because this is just one layer, but we may on top, we've got some seed starting mix, we'll put that on top where his seeds will germinate a little bit better. Alrighty, folks, that's going to be it for today. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Oh, Carolyn told me to show you all this here. Hopefully next time you see this over here, Carolyn will have her some onions in there. Dixie and Daniel's ready to go to the house. They're up there on Rosie. Hi, Dixie. Hi, Dan. Alrighty, folks. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. The rooster's saying bye also. Hope y'all have a blessed day and a blessed week. Lord willing, we'll see you Wednesday. Thank you for watching.